Good day, my FAB viewers. I am Folahan Oyelekon, your online literature and English teacher. Today, I'm presenting to you Second Class Citizen, written by Buchi Emecheta, Chapter 1, which is titled Childhood. Before I continue, if you are just joining this channel, please subscribe by clicking on the subscription button so that whenever I release any of my videos, you will see it automatically. You can now go ahead. Adah, the heroine of this novel, is an Igbo girl of about 8 years, as her parents did not record her date of birth because they felt her birth was insignificant to them. They were expecting a male child when she came to the world. It is during this period Adah dreams of traveling to the UK. This chapter tells about the tender age of Adah, her childhood, and how she developed interest in traveling to the UK and in going to school. She doesn't even know how the thought came to her mind. She can only remember that during that period, her mother and other society women from Ibuza, their village, were preparing to welcome lawyer Nweze, who is an indigene of Ibuza from the UK. Lawyer Nweze is also from Adah's village. He just traveled down to Nigeria from the UK and he's been given a good reception. That is what motivates Adah, that she's thinking. She's also thinking of traveling to the UK, and she developed interest in being educated. Adah was born and bred in Lagos. The mention of UK then by Adah's father sounded so heavy, like a bomb. Going to the UK was like paying God a visit. This tells us how important lawyer Nweze is to the people, that is, to his people. The women bought identical cotton material from the UAC department. Adah's mother, a seamstress, sold some of the materials. Hence, she was able to get some remnants to sew for Adah also. Adah was greatly disappointed as she was not allowed to follow them to Apapa Wharf on the day to welcome the lawyer because it falls on a school day. Adah has enrolled herself in school during that period. So the day of the reception falls on a school day. So she's unable to follow them to the wharf. Adah's interest in going to the UK is born out of lawyer Nweze's experience. As a girl child, whose life is insignificant to her parents, she is not sent to school. She takes her brother boy to school every morning, and she always envies her mates, seeing them going to school. One afternoon, Adah decides that she will go to school, but not Lady Luck, whom boy his brother attends. She resolved to go to Methodist school, which is cheaper. One day, Adah sneaks out of the house unnoticed, carrying past broken slates, on which he usually sharpens the knife he uses for shaving. On getting to the school, she looks for Mr. Cole, the Sierra Leonean neighbor, who lives next door to them, teaching in the school. She easily finds him because the classes are partitioned with a cupboard-like structure. So that tells us how desperate Adah is in going to the school. He's very desperate to go to school. Adah enters the class and stands behind Mr. Cole. This arouses the attention of the students, which nearly disorganizes the class. This prompts Mr. Cole to turn around to know what is happening. He is surprised to see Adah behind him. He then smiles and asks her to sit beside a boy that has crocro in the class. The boy gives Adah his pencil to use that day. At the end of the class, Mr. Cole assures Ada that she can still come to school if she likes. He then takes her to a woman selling roasted plantain, that's what we call boli in Yoruba land, and feeds her a big one. He buys her a big boli that day. Let's continue. While others sit conveniently teaching, when others sit conveniently learning in the school, it is a different ball game at home. Ada is nowhere to be found. Ma has been detained at the police station for child neglect, while Pa has been sent for from his place of work. Remember, she sneaks out of the house without informing anybody, without telling anybody her destination. So they have been looking for her, and her mother has been arrested, and the father has been sent for from his place of work. The policeman threatened to take Ma to court if she does not finish a bowl of garri in front of her, even after Ada has been found. Pa begs them to release her, that she has learnt her lesson. Ma is later released with advice from the police that she should sell one of her colorful lappers and send Ada to school, as she is eager to be educated. So that's the advice from the police officers to the mother, that she should sell some of her clothes so that she'll be able to send Ada to school. When they get home, the news of Ada nearly sending her mother to prison spreads like wildfire. This makes Ada proud, coupled with the advice by past friends that she should be allowed to start schooling soon. After this, Pa gives Ada a light beating for Ma's predicament at the station, and afterwards pets her, calling her pet name Nnenna, and then talks to her. Ada was named Nnenna at birth as a result of Pa's mother's promise, who died when Pa was 5, that she will come back as his daughter. That's the promise from the mother to Pa, that she will come as she's coming back as a daughter. That's how Ada starts schooling, but not at Melody School. It is at Lady Lag. With the influence of Pa, Ada and his brother could not continue schooling at Lady Lag as a result of the death of Pa. They are transferred to her inferior school. Their father suddenly died from her illness. Ada's enrollment in the school deprives her of witnessing the welcoming program of lawyer Nweze. Ma does not allow her to follow the women to the wharf, where the ceremony takes place. The women dress gorgeously with different performances to entertain their special guest, that is lawyer Nweze. That's the story is later narrated to Ada because he's unable to witness the ceremony. The Europeans also enjoyed the show, taking pictures of the entertainers, especially the women that strap their babies on their backs. This is strange to the Europeans there. The event takes place during the pre-independent era, when many white men visit the country for one thing or another. The Busa men paid a visit to lawyer Nweze the following Sunday, since they could not leave their places of work on the day he arrived, being a working day. Pa decries the lawyer's inability to swallow pounded yam or bone, but praises him for not marrying a white woman, as Oboshi, the river goddess of Ibusa, would have sent leprosy on her. This is a superstitious belief. They believe that if Sulaiman Wese married a white woman, the Oboshi river would have dealt with him. That's the goddess. Ada is now surprised that the dreaded Oboshi goddess refused to send leprosy to the white men who dig into the river upon discovering upon discovering oil near her. Also, some Ibuza indigenous have married white people. Also, some Ibuza indigenes have married white people without getting leprosy. Adah then concludes that Oboshi River is redundant for allowing all this. The talk about the lawyer's arrival goes on for months. Adah even discusses it with her friends in the school, telling them that lawyer Nweze is a cousin. From this period, Adah has it at the back of her mind to travel to the UK one day. This is a dream she keeps to herself because the people will not take her seriously. That's the end of chapter 1, titled Childhood. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel by hitting on the subscription button. Thank you.